From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A dump off for Dixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the throw and going in the other direction.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second down, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Terrell Suggs in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson now to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. On third down, Jackson. And he's got speed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To throw on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
There you go, 368.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Third down from the gun. Dalton spins by. He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
368.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The first down throw coming for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Caught right side, it's Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Go, on the ball. On the ball. They go 368. Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
There you go, 368.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
368. On the ball. On the ball.
Dalton throwing on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but still.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
93, 43.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here come the Ravens. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Dalton now to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50, the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. Yeah, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Jackson now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down, Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to go for a big play. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They go again with Collins. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Jackson. Fighting to stay upright. Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now Dalton. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Down man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big spot, Andy Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
All right, here's Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And again, it's Collins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Dixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter
go.